tutorial walks you through setting up and using your dynamic weekly planner in Google Sheets. You'll learn how to customize your categories and habits, plan your week, track daily progress automatically, and reuse the same planner every week. The first thing you're going to do on your weekly planner is going to double click here on the start date, and you're going to select a date that you want to start your week. So today is Sunday, May 3rd. You can start any day of the week. So if you want to start your calendar on a Tuesday, you can start on a Tuesday. If you want to start on a Friday, you can start on a Friday. It will always give you 7 days from the day you start. So you do that before you start entering your tasks and everything else. Next, you're going to click on the setup tab. You're going to go to the total daily time section. You're going to click the drop down and you're going to pick how many hours your typical day covers. So you can do anywhere from 6 to 16 hours. And this controls how many time slots fill in your daily schedule. So for example, if I only want 6 hours, when you go here on the schedule per each day, you'll see on the schedule section that your day is starting at 7 a.m. and then it ends at 3 because this is a 15-minute block. So if you want more hours, you can have it up to 16 hours. So now it covers from 7 a.m. all the way to 11 o'clock at night. And then back on the setup tab, you can select your start time. So if your day starts at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, let's say my day starts at 6 a.m. So now my schedule updates here to 6 a.m. And then last but not least, you have the time block, and you can choose between 15, 30, or 60 minutes time blocks. Smaller blocks give you more detailed scheduling, and larger blocks keeping things simple. So if you select 60 minutes, you can see here that it will still give you the 16 hours, but it's going to be selected by 60 minutes. And then here, if you select 15 minutes, now your calendar will show 15 minutes blocks. Then here in the category section, you can edit the 5 category names to match your life. So you can change homeschool to workout and things like that. And this will appear as drop-down options when you are scheduling. So if you change this here to workout, when you go to your weekly planner, now workout will be showing over here. And then you're going to customize your daily habits. Now in the daily habits section, you're going to edit your habits over here that you want to track each day. And this will show up automatically every day on your weekly planner. So if you scroll down all the way, you can see here your habits. So you can uncheck everything, and then as you complete them, you're going to check that you have completed today's habits. Now this repeat, you're not going to manually enter anything over here. And then over here, you can see your weekly habits. Anytime you check a habit during a day, it will change the percentage over here. So right now I have drink 64 ounces of water at 57%. When I come back down here and I check my habit for Sunday, it updated to 71%. If I check the entire week, there, I checked all my water habits throughout the week. Now it's showing that I've completed 100% of the habit for this week. Next, you're going to add your top 3 priorities. For each day, you're going to type up to 3 priorities in the priority section. And these are your most important focus items for the day, meaning if everything else go wrong that day, what are the top 3 things that you must complete no matter what? So you can enter that here. And then you're going to enter your daily tasks. You can type up to 15 tasks per day, and you can enter them right here. Keep them small and actionable, and then you can check off the tasks as you complete them. So each one of them has a checkbox, and you're going to mark them here. As you check them off, you can see that the sidebar progress will update, and also your chart will update as well. So as you complete more and more, you can get up to 100% progress. Next, you're going to build your time blocked schedule. So in the schedule section, when you scroll down, you will see that each day has a schedule section that you set up on your setup tab in the beginning. And then you're going to type each activity next to the time slot to plan out your day, hour by hour, or 30 minutes by 30 minutes, however you select it on the setup tab. And then after you enter, you just type your activities in here. And then after you enter that, you are going to assign a category for them. So this one will be homeschool. Every time you assign a category in here, it will power the weekly category breakdown. So here you can see what your week consisted of when it comes to work, when it comes to family time, when it comes to homeschool, workout, whatever it is that your category is. So you can see how many hours on that week you dedicated to each category and how much percent did that take off the week. So you can see here, my week consisted of 15% work, 45% family. And you can use that to balance however you want, for more family time, if you want more work time, and so forth and so on. At the end of each day, you can see down here, it says what went well today. So you can type a short note in the box so you can look back and reflect on your week later on. And then down here, you can log your energy level. You can click from the drop down and you can pick low, medium, or high energy level. And then over time, this will help you spot patterns between your energy and your workload. And then over here to the left, you have a set of weekly tasks. And here you can add up to 10 weekly tasks that don't belong really to a specific day. It could be errands, follow-ups, or non-urgent items. You can check them off as you complete them, and there's a progress for them specifically down here. And then at the end of the week, you can review all your weekly progress. And when the week ends, you have two options. You can save this, and if you want to rename your tab, you can just click here on this arrow, and then you're gonna click rename, and you can rename it week 1, for example. And you can either save it or you can just click over here and delete. If you are saving your past templates, just remember the setup tab. Anything that you change over here, it will change over here. So just remember that, because if you change a habit or something, it will update all your past weeks. And then last but not least, I would keep a blank template of the weekly planner tab, and then you can just choose over here to duplicate that. Duplicate the blank copy and then start a new week, because otherwise, if you want to reuse the same one, you're gonna have to come over here and delete everything, and then you gotta be careful so you don't delete any of the formulas. So just pro tip, I would just keep a blank template of this tab and then just duplicate as you go.